This is Jana. I'm just a country girl that quilts, and I'm in the quilt shop today on a Thursday working on this wonderful quilt that a customer has brought me. If you notice, it's bow ties, and I think it's so neat because they're raised. You see, it's folded and sewn, and each one of them is, and I believe all the fabrics are homespun, so this would be a great quilt for a man. And I just thought, I'm not here to teach you to quilt. I just thought I would show you my thought process in detailing a quilt out and see if you agree with me. Whether you're quilting on your quilting machine, a sew machine, or you're bringing them in for us to quilt for you, which we love for you to do. But if you do, then you'll understand a little bit more about our thought process and how we quilt your quilts. This one I've got pinned on sideways, which that's very unusual. I have to make sure the lining is okay to do that, and because you've got these long strips going down this quilt, I thought that would be the best on this, and it is working out. Okay, so in deciding what to quilt on here, I don't really know if this is going to be for a man or a woman, but I don't really want to put a lot of flowers and that kind of thing on there in case it's for a man. That's one of my thoughts. I know I need to stay away from flowers and loops so much in detailing this out, but I've got to put something on these border. And I could do leaves and things like that, but I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I think this is going to be so neat. It doesn't have to be a perfect little squiggle going down through here, but how I do this is I'm going to start in the middle, right here. So I get my needle down, excuse my arm there, I'm learning to use this and quilt at the same time. Okay, so I'm going to visualize, and so in quilting, you've got to visualize. I'm going to backstitch a little bit here at the beginning, and either you can hold it in place or take a couple stitches back and then go. And that's what I do. All right, so I'm going to go, and I'm going to do visualize the middle of this as I go. It doesn't have to be perfect, and that's kind of hard sometimes because you want them to be perfect little lines, but you go down the middle making your squiggles, and this is so easy, but yet when you're finished, I love the way it looks. Okay, so we're going down the middle all the way to the end, and we back stitch down there. Okay, a couple little stitches there. You see I did that? It's so quick you hardly realize it, but I do. And you've got to pull your thread up and cut it. And then I'm going to start back down here on the other end. And you know what else I'm going to do? I think the customer's going to like this. I am going to go on this side and visualize the middle over here. So let's get our thread up, back stitch a little bit, and do, they don't have to match that other one, but you need to do like the same kind of size, and you're doing the distance between the edge and that other one. So you've got another middle there to go down, making your loops hump up and down about the same. And while I'm doing this, I have to keep my right foot stepping forward at an even pace so that my loops are the same. And my arms are they're just moving very little to make it go up and down. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm going to do one more on the other side, and I'm going to leave it at 3. I think that's going to look good. Okay. Let's go back down here and do that and let you look at it and see what you think. I love to quilt like this. I love to be able to decide what to quilt and think about it. Another factor in quilting and deciding what you're doing is whether it's cotton batting or poly. Poly allows you to be more open with it, but you see this customer's is cotton, so I have to know that I've got to do a little tighter quilting on a cotton batted quilt. It just holds it better, and the cotton we have now is a lot better than what we used to have. In the olden days, they had pulled cotton, and it was, it would wash and you'd feel balls inside your quilt. Nowadays, it's processed flatter and it holds together better. And a lot of it has a little bit of polyester in it, which helps it too. And I can't tell you which one I prefer, 100% cotton or the 80-20. I mostly use 80-20 hobs in mine because that allows it to poof just a little bit, but yet still be cotton. Okay, let's go down through here and look at this line. Can you see that? You can see under the machine light a lot better. And that's what it looks like. It's irregular, but look how neat that is. I'm also going to do, and you can see I've got my little ruler here. I like this ruler because I can see through it. But I'm going to go down through here in what is called stitch in the ditch, but just follow a line going down the outside of this on both sides. So it's not just the 3 in the middle. I'm doing this side and this side as well. I'll show you one of them using my ruler. Okay, let's get my starting there. Pull my thread up. And then I'm going to go right down through here. And I can't go as fast because I do not want to see going back and forth. I don't want to see zigzagging back and forth. I want to stay as much in the ditch as I can. And when you get on this fabric, you can see it. So there you go. That's the way it's going to work. And then I'm going to fill this in. But I'll do another video for you and show you what I decide to put in here and what I do with the bow tie. And this, I can't quilt over these little, they're so thick, my machine will hang in that, so I have to be very careful. And so I know I'm not going to quilt over that. I've got to figure out what I'm going to do around that. So I'm going to show you that in the next video, and then I'll do one with it all completed, and you can see that. It's going to be fun. I love doing this. What she did was she used an ombre for this area right here. So when you walk down with me past this machine here, you can see that it gets darker here, darker, and starts getting lighter. Wasn't that a neat idea? A good use of ombre fabric? She said it was all one piece. It gets down here and it's real light. But that makes it look really neat in the whole order of the quilt. Isn't that neat? Okay, and then she was very careful to pick her ties, I'm sure, to match and make them stand out. I think that's going to look great. Okay, that's it for now, but I'll get back on here and show you some of the other ideas I have. Okay, thank you for watching.